Honorable judges, my beloved brother and sister, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, I got one next question. Why is nature essential for us? So to know it, I want to ask you to see around. Do you guys know the food we eat, the air we breathe, the water we drink, that's all come from nature. So that's why nature is very essential for us. But unfortunately, today we can see that the degradation of nature is increasing because of irresponsible human actions, which makes us, as young generation, have a big job in the effort to save this planet. And indirectly, it lies in our hands. My name is Hafizh Rizkiawan. I'm from Al-Bassam Islamic Boarding School, and today I would like to talk about the way to escape from Earth's extinction. So ladies and gentlemen, we see that the damage on this Earth can have bad impact on nature, including us as humans and animals. And it's not impossible if our existence on this Earth will be end. When I was a child, I always heard about the beauty of Raja Ampat, the marine paradise of the world in Indonesia. And I always had a dream to visit it on my vacation one day with my family. And as a child who didn't have too much money, I wonder when I grow up, I'll be able to visit it. And now, finally, I know the answer is never. It never becomes true. Because you know, right, that unfortunately, Raja Ampat will never be the same again, except there will be a miracle from nature. So now, as a teenager, whoever had a dream to visit Raja Ampat when I was a child, but faced a painful reality, I can all remain silent. After reading that news, I can't stop thinking, why are nickel miners so mean? Well, what has happened can only be regret, right? And as a young generation, we can only speak out about this on forums or social media, as I'm doing now. When I was growing up, I found a book that contained a quote from Eric Weiner in his book, The Geographical of Bliss, 1 Graham's Search for the Happiest Places in the World. He said, when the last tree is cut down, when the last snow is melted, when the last river is emptied, when the last fish is caught, only then will humans realize that they cannot eat money. Only then will humans realize. Ladies and gentlemen, from this quote, we can easily understand that the Earth's extinction is not a fantasy, but it's something that can happen. So, as responsible humans, we need to protect this Earth from mass extinctions. But how? Finding another planet in the universe like movies in Hollywood, or migrate with a giant spaceship like Wall-E? No, because our planetary damage are not coming from alien forces, zombie virus, or even Thanos' finger snap. But it comes from irresponsible human actions. So, how can we as a young generation save this planet? That's a good question. Let's take an example from the youth popular content creator Pandawara Group. They are the real example from how youth can be active in efforts to save this planet, with creative and innovative strategies, not only educating surroundings and environment about the importance of nature conservation, but also doing real things like river cleanup, Go Green campaigns, and many more. See that the initial intention of Pandawara is very simple. They just want to clean up the trash in their village, which often causes a flooding. So now we already understand and know that small things can make a big things in our society, especially us as human beings. So the next and last question is, what can we do to save this planet? The simple answer is start with yourself by stopping being lazy. Whoa, stop being lazy from what? Stop being lazy, throw your trash in the trash can. Stop being lazy, turn off your light and electronic stuff before you go to bed. Stop being lazy, plant trees around your house. Stop being lazy, remind your friends to keep environment clean. See that small change that we make can have very, very significant impact on our surroundings. And also, it can be very helpful on our struggle to prevent the extinction of Earth. It's not only about saving the Earth, but also saves our lives together and lives for the future generations. So, ladies and gentlemen, I invite your personality to take a part in the fight to save this planet together for the future of our Earth. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.